It had been a Christmassy morning. Katie discovered that it was very tricky to draw a perfect star. Orbie found out that a Christmas tree has lots of edges on it, and they both learned that it was fun to make a card, but it wasn't always easy to know what to say. The kitchen table was just piled with scraps of paper and cuttings, and surrounded by two busy friends. They were right in the middle of making Christmas cards for their grandparents and great-uncle David. Orbie made one with a big fat snowman on it and one with a beautiful Christmas tree. Katie made one with Santa on his sleigh and one with some presents. They both worked on the last one for great-uncle David. It was a drawing of snowflakes. It took a long time to draw that many. Dad thought they all looked beautiful. He stuck the cards in envelopes and wrote the addresses on them. The addresses told the mailman exactly where to deliver the cards. Katie and Orbie were about to tidy up the crafts when Katie had a wonderful idea. Why didn't they make Christmas cards for Mrs. Perrette and Yi Ping, Arthur, Satya, Andy, and, well, all of their friends? Dad thought it sounded like quite an undertaking. Katie and Orbie thought it sounded like fun. They asked Dad if inside each card he could write, "Merry Christmas." Now, at the time, Dad said yes, but as he was busy writing everybody's name on the envelopes, he realized that not all of these people celebrated Christmas. Well, I have to tell you that Katie and Orbie just looked at Dad and couldn't believe it. How could anybody not celebrate Christmas? Dad explained that many of their friends came from different places in the world and have different holidays. They have other celebrations that are just as special to them. Orbie burbled that he wanted to know what they celebrated. Dad tried to remember them all. Arthur is Jewish. He celebrates Hanukkah. Jewish and Hanukkah were strange words to Katie and Orbie. Dad said that near the time Christmas is celebrated, Arthur has an 8-day celebration. Katie was seriously impressed because they only got 1 day. Dad said that on each day of Hanukkah, when the sun goes down, Arthur's family lights a candle. The candle sits in a candelabra called a menorah. There are 8 candles representing the 8 days, and 1 candle called the shamus is used to light the others. When Arthur lights the candles, he and his family say a prayer. When this is over, he receives a small gift. One gift almost every Jewish child receives is a dreidel. It's like a spinning top. Orbie loved the idea of a dreidel and spun on the floor to show Katie and Dad how it would look. Katie thought that Arthur's holiday sounded very beautiful. Dad flipped through the cards to Yi Ping's name. Now, Yi Ping was from China. They celebrate the Chinese New Year's. Katie pointed out as she snipped out a reindeer that they had a New Year's too. Dad smiled. It was nothing like Yi Ping's. Orbie burbled that he wanted to know all about it. Dad thought for a moment, well, the interesting thing about it is it's the celebration of everybody's birthday. They all have the same birthday. So when the New Year's Day comes, everybody is a year older. Now, Katie wondered about that, and Dad told her that in China, things are different. On the first day of the celebration, everybody has a wonderful dinner. Just before midnight, they stick a little piece of red paper on the windowsills. The doors are locked and stuck with the red paper, too. The red paper is used to bring good luck. Then the children in the family bow down to the older people and wish them happiness in the new year. On the third day, the children go from house to house singing. They are given treats for the pleasure they have brought to the house they sing at. In the evening of the third day, they have the Festival of Lanterns. Everybody makes a lantern, anything will do, and they're usually very beautiful. Then they dance in the street, making a parade with the lanterns and noisy firecrackers. Dad turned to Katie and Orbie and asked if they could guess what creature heads up the front end of the parade. Orbie guessed a hippopotamus, and Katie guessed a huge lion. Dad told them that both were good guesses, but the thing that leads the lantern parade down the street is a dragon. It dances and turns and opens its big mouth. Katie remembered when she and Orbie and Yi Ping did the dragon dance. She imagined it would look a little like that, only bigger. When Dad came to Satya's card, he told them that she too had a different holiday. Katie wanted to know all about it. Dad told her it was called Diwali. Diwali is the New Year's celebration in India. The walls are decorated in designs drawn in white rice flour paste and filled in with color. In the morning, the family has 14 different kinds of food for breakfast. It's a special meal made for Diwali. At night, all the houses are decorated with little lanterns. They look like Aladdin's lantern, and they line the windows and sit above the doors. People who live along the river make little floats with lanterns on them so they can float down the river. The children watch and clap as hundreds of twinkling little lights float by. Firecrackers add lots of noise to the celebration. Katie pointed out that everybody's holiday had lights in it, even Christmas. Dad said that Katie was very clever to see things that were the same. It was important in the world to enjoy the things that are different, but it's also important to see all the things that are the same. Katie and Orbie looked at the cards that were now finished. They realized that Merry Christmas just wasn't going to be right. Orbie thought for a minute. In all the holidays, people wanted happiness. Maybe that's what the card should say. Happy winter, he tooted. Katie clapped her hands. It was just perfect. So Dad wrote Happy Winter on all the cards. Katie and Orbie put the stamps on them, and soon they were in the mailbox. And I know that if they had known your address, they would have sent you a Happy Winter card, too.
Did you know? No. Did you know? Did you know?
Some plants and animals glow in the dark. In the ocean, there are some funky glowing fish and seaweed. On land, some types of mushrooms light up. And you can even find fireflies in your own backyard.